This is a message to my black men and black women. Never, never let any other race try to hurt your people. Never. So we must start love one another as we love ourselves. Stand up and fight. Fight with all our might. Never let no one hurt my people.
You
Never,
do not
never,
need
never.
to pray
Listen
when
what
you
I'm saying.
use these herbs
We
that I
are the
speak
first
about.
man and first
You
woman.
don't need
So don't
to
let
believe
anyone come.
when you use these herbs. Why? Because they're filled with magical power. And once you know that these are filled with magical power, you don't need to believe. Why? Because within these herbs, they fill with healing potion. Many black men is afraid to use these herbs because they have been taught that it's wrong to use them. When I was a young boy, we have the Anglo-Saxon, the Limey, and the Maroon came into my village and told us that we should not use these herbs, all these herbs, because we do not know the dosage. Which my great-great-grandfather have been using all these herbs for many years. And then some white men going to come and tell us not to use it. We laugh at them because we have people that have sores of the external body and sores of the internal body, and they will use these herbs to get themselves better. Just like these herbs what I have. And I have more abundantly. Now, it is some fairy tales, or it just some say so. What I'm saying to black men, you see the doctor and the pharmaceutical company, they have to use herbs to make their medicine that they give unto their patient. Regardless where the doctor is from, he must use these herbs like what I have here to make medicine. Now, this is what I'm trying to tell my black people. That you can use these herbs of yourself. And you don't have to go to the doctor. You need to be your own doctor. If you have a broken bone, that is different. If you have a hemorrhage that need to be sewn up, a large wound, and no one in your family can sew it up, then you must go to the doctor. I am not telling you not to go to the doctor. What I'm trying to tell you, you need to be your own doctor. The doctor is their own doctor. See, when the doctor is sick, he does not go to another doctor unless he needs to cut something out of his body. He be his own doctor. What I'm saying to the black men of the Western world, you need to start be your own doctor. You have men and women have a little headache and they run to the doctor. Little pain of the stomach, they run to the doctor. Now, what I'm saying, if you get broken bones, you must go to the doctor because you can't fix them. They will cut you and they will fix them back together. What is wrong with that? Here's another point. I'm telling my black people that we're dying for hunger and we don't have any food. What I'm saying to my black people, we need to take the land from the white men, or buy the land from the white men, so we can have it to plant grain. What is wrong with that? Here's another point I'm trying to tell my black people. We need to start telling our children what take place in past time with our great-grandfathers so they don't forget what's happened. How the white men brutalized our great-grandfather. What's wrong with that? In dispensation of time, you having black men that is not teaching their black children what take place in past time to their great-grandfather. So therefore something is wrong with that, because the children is not going to know what's happening to their great-grandfather in past time. So they can look out for trouble from the hands of the white man. Here's another thing I'm telling my black people. We need to gather our people up to either repatriate back to Africa, or we need to take the land from the white men so we can plant grains. Or if we can't take it from the white men, we need to buy it from the white men so we can plant grain. How are we going to buy the land from the white men? We do not have any money. How can we get money to plant grains and buy the land? As I'm saying, we got about 70 million black in the United States. Let's start out with California with 1 million black or 1.5 million black men and black women. Who is working and who is not working? What I'm saying, we need to have a plan so every black man and black woman can put $10 a month into a trust fund. We can give it name Food for the Black or Food for Africa. And if we put $10 into this trust fund, no one can steal the money out of it. It will be organized in such a way that that food will just buy, that money will just buy food or buy land or buy grains for the black people. Every month we will have $15 million for buying land from the government. The land is for the people, but the people does not have the land. The government have all of the land. Can you imagine that? The government have all the land of the United States, and it's the land for the people. So what the government do is separate themselves from the people, and they become one entity, and the people is another. If the government is to govern the people, that they are the overseer of the people, that they have food, they have work, and they have clothes, and they have shelter, and they have laws, and they are not doing that. They separate themselves from the people. What is going to happen? So that's why black men is dying for hunger, because the government does not care. Also the black leaders. You don't see these black leaders walking down the street picking up all these filthy guys that is sick in the head, sick of the body, and try to talk to them and find out what is wrong? No! They are unconcerned because their mind is fixed upon a thing you call Jesus, and the mind has been fixed upon a book you call the Bible. So black men come stagnating like dirty water. Now, how are we going to clean that water up? We cannot clean it with this Bible, or we can't clean it with this man you call Jesus. That's the icon of the white men. And they are the white men family, and they are the superior of the black. And black men of the Western world can't see that. They all unconcerned because they're basing their mind upon a God that is not helping us. What did God have done for the black? We owe the people that believe in the Jesus to a great extent. If you're Muslim, you're still called upon the name Jesus. Catholic, they call upon the Virgin Mary. They don't believe in the Jesus themselves. Also, the Jewish people that call themselves Jewish people, they are white people, and they still does not believe into the Jesus. The people that believe into the Jesus to a great extent is the white men. These are black men, excuse me. And we don't have food, and we don't have any land, and we don't have any language. But yet still we believe into these white men so much, we should be the one that have everything abundantly unto ourselves. We shouldn't have to beg the white men for food and jobs and clothes and shelter, because Jesus is the one that we believe in. We should not have all these diseases into the body, like syphilis, herpes, gonorrhea, smallpox, tuberculosis. Huh? We should not have all those diseases in our body if we believe into this white man that is going to save us. Our body should be free of all these diseases. On the disease that the black men have, the white man doesn't have those diseases. So what I'm saying to my black men, they are wasting time. Wasting time upon a man you call Jesus. I said in many of my programs, I said there's no one born named Jesus, and there is no one going to be born named Jesus. And there is no one die named Jesus. So now, if you get to understand what I'm saying, you will truly understand that there is no one born named Jesus. Because in the time that they're saying, or what your book say in Matthew, when the Jesus was born, there was no English language in that dispensation of time. And in the book you call the Bible, all of the apostles and the Jesus, they speak Latin. Have you heard of black men speaking Latin? Black man does not speak Latin. Black man doesn't speak Greek. Black man doesn't speak Spanish. The original men speak Aramaic, Hebrew, from Africa. Now, the black men have been taken out of Africa, and he's speaking English. And there is many dialects for the English. So that's why you must sit tight and listen to when some other foreign people speak, because the language are different. It is the same English, and if you're speaking grammatical English, they can understand you, but maybe if they do speak their dialect, you will not understand. So there are a barrier there. So what I'm saying to black men, we need to wake up. We cannot sit back unconcerned and waiting upon a white Jesus to save us, because he is the family of the oppressors. Can you get it, black people? Can you get it? This man that you base your mind upon is the oppressor of the black people. So therefore he cannot save you. Common sense And that's the laws of nature. Chinese cannot save black men. Chinese must save Chinese. Black people must save black people. White men must save white men. If you say I'm prejudiced, yes I am. Why? Because I like my people. The white man like his people. He must be prejudiced. Also the Indian, also the Chinese. So if we prejudice and take care of our people, we will not hurt each other. We will not let anyone destroy our people. We would see to it that every one of our people have food to eat. And we would not believe into this white Jesus, but it's given to the black people by the white man. What do you have to say for yourself? Am I lying? This icon has been given to the black men all over the entire world by the white man. That's what I'm talking about. And black people are going unconcerned and not thinking about that. They're not thinking about the mind have been contaminated. So I have to take you and wash the brains again. We wash you and let you know that we are one. Wherever you see the black men, they are brothers and sisters. As long as you have this on your head, and this is your identity, the locks upon your head are the world. The only man that is in existence that has this on their head, he is the black man, and no man come before him. Believe it or not. I am not here for you to believe anything whatsoever. I'm just here to tell you from the mind, as I utter from the lips. Not uttering from the book you call the Bible, because it is a symbolic book. It gets you confused. And you will walk with it every day like that. Get you confused. Walk with it on your head. So don't think about it. It is a symbolic book. It speaks of sacrifice. Do you know what is sacrifice? Killing animals and men and taking the blood to call on some god from the element, or call on some fallen angel, or some cherubim or cherubims, or a great archangel from the element, or raise the dead out of the grave. That's what is sacrifice. Or you want to call it ceremonies. It's calling the dead spirit out of the grave, or the spirit that live in the element. And you have spirit that live abundantly into the world, waiting to occupy somebody's bodies. You and I bodies, they want to live someplace. So they will live in abandoned houses, cave. So you have to be careful. So we need to get our people together and teach them understanding of the earth, and not teach them about a white man that you call Jesus, because it's not going to work. Because we are suffering too much. For 500 years, black men is suffering in the Western world. How many years? 500 years. Marcus Garvey rose up and he traveled the Atlantic Ocean, the Mediterranean Sea, the Pacific Ocean, the Caribbean Sea, and he found out that black people was from Africa. He came back with the news, and the same black people destroyed him with the help of the white men. Because the white men set the black people against Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey was trying to get the people together to see if we can go back to Africa. And only a few of them go back to Sierra Leone. Only a few of the people from the Caribbean and some of the United States go back to Sierra Leone. We did not get to repatriate completely. The time is come again for the black men to repatriate. Either the Queen, we have to go to the Queen guest chambers to get some compensation, or go to the American chambers to get some compensation so we can repatriate if we're not going to take the land from the white man. We can't sit back unconcerned. See these flags in my hand? Marcus Garvey said every country is going to fly this flag. And the government of Jamaica did not believe it. They removed the red from the flag, and all you have is green, yellow, and black. And they removed the red. And these are the four mightiest, powerful colors you have in the entire world. And some black men don't even know what they represent. And they wear it on their body. They abuse it. And this is the mightiest color for the black men. This is the color of the black men, don't matter where they are. The red have been taken out of it. What I'm saying to black people, we need to have the knowledge and the understanding of who we are. And forget about this Bible. For 500 years, black men have been reading this Bible in the Western world. And he have not gained any great wealth and great power of any material things. Neither gain any great power of spiritual things. Can you raise the dead from the grave? Like past my great-grandfathers? Can you make things come alive? Can the minister make things come alive in his church? The book you call the Bible is telling you that the man you call Jesus, he said that you can do greater work than he do. Now, can you do greater work more than he do? Can you make mountain move? Can you turn water into wine? Do you know any magical power, magical spells? I'm asking all these preachers. I am just asking all these preachers because they're going all unconcerned. They are not thinking about the people. See, the Bible is a comforter. See, it's like a big girl, young lady with her toy, baby, and they press comforter. It's like the baby with the finger in the mouth. That's what the Bible is all about. So when the black man cannot find food to eat, he will go and read the Bible. I think he's going to find food. And he's still dying. He's still dying for hunger. Black man is walking with his Bible up and down. And he's dying for hunger. He have no place to live. He have no food to eat. He have no grains to plant. He have no land to plant the grains. So what are you saying as black people? Why are you just building church? What are you doing? Building church for a white man. I could see on the icon of a black person, it wouldn't be so bad. No, it wouldn't be so bad if it was a black icon you have. But it is sickening, disgusting. I want to vomit. I want to choke. Oh. This icon wants to make me. It is sickening to see that black man is worshiping an icon of a white man. Could you imagine that? And we are not getting any stronger. Black man is not getting any stronger. We are dying more and more. Black man is dying more and more because no one is telling you what's going on. You're sitting back and you're watching TV. You're unconcerned. You don't know that our people are dying. You don't travel. That's why you don't know. I traveled this earth for 15 years, 24 hours a day. I go from north, south, east, and west. I see how people live. I question them. Black men and black women. And we have all the same features. I go to Barbados, the people got the same features. Trinidad, Tobago, Grenada, St. Kitts, St. Vincent, St. Martin, Antigua, St. Croix, the people have the same features. I travel down into Africa, the people have the same features. I go to Ethiopia, same. I go to Morocco, the people have the same features as black men and black women. I go into Spain, Barcelona, the people have the same features, black people. I go to Madrid, the people have the same features. I travel to the Canary Island, the people have the same features as black people. I went to the Dutch West Indies. I could not believe the black people have the same features as my people from the island. I don't understand. I went to the Netherlands, the black people have the same features. I went to Libya, the black people have the same features. We all scatter all over the world. And guess what? They all have the identity of the wool on the head, or the locks. So what I'm saying to black people, we need to start tell the people who we are, gather them up one by one, and see if we can go back into our land and take our land, take our rightful place upon the face of the earth, and get rid of the white men from our land before they destroy us all. Let's see if we can use herbs to get all our sick people better. Our people are dying from all type of disease, and all black men is doing is reading the book you call the Bible and preaching about a white man. I said the time has come for the black men to start gather our people together. Believe it or not. I'm not here for you to believe anything whatsoever, because the belief is in the mind of the believer, or the Jesus and the God is in the mind of the believer. But if you sit tight, you will understand. You will understand what I'm talking about. Sooner or later, you're going to say, there was a man on the program speak about black people to gather them up together. And sooner or later, you will understand. So as I said, be good. The only way you can be is to be good. There's no other way you can be. There is no other way for you to be besides being good. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, keep on thinking. Yes, keep on thinking what you're thinking. And that's the only way you're going to understand. So as I said, be good. So you must tell a friend. Tell a friend to watch a program and don't waste your time on that Jesus. Because Jesus is not going to save you. No way he's going to save you.
This is a message to my black men and black women. Never, never let any other race try to hurt your people. Never. So we must start love one another as we love ourselves. Stand up and fight. Fight with all our might. Never let no one hurt my people. Never, never, never. Listen what I'm saying. We are the first